So, to my knowledge, the last time I tried to create a rawtrap tutorial, I kind of received not a very good feedback from people because they said that wasn't rawtrap and that sucked. Except for this amazing guy called DipshitGamesLL. Thank you. But I kind of agree, this track doesn't sound anything like rawtrap and it's very outdated, as you can see. We are at fucking 2022 and this is from 2018. So yeah, I decided myself to just make another tutorial, but this time it's gonna be 200% accurate. So let's just get into it. First thing you have to do if you want to create a rawtrap song, you're gonna have to have FL Studio. You're gonna have to open your DOT or whatever if you have FL Studio or Ableton, I don't give a shit. You're gonna have to have it open, like. But yeah, after you got your FL Studio open, you're just gonna start messing around with your kicks or something you have. So this time I'm gonna show you guys how to create an adequate and working and 200% accurate rawtrap song or remix. And so for this I'm gonna use the best song I can have ever possibly think of to make a remix, and especially rawtrap remix. And that is gonna be Moonlight Sonata by Beethoven. Yikes. So all you gotta do now is just place this shit into FL Studio, but if you realize this song is just a bit too slow for what I want to do, like, take a listen to this. Sounds really fucking depressing, right? Okay, so what we're gonna have to do now is just configure the BPM of this because I want to make a song in a faster BPM because, you know, you guys been saying I have been nailing a bit with some rawtrap tracks I've been making at 130 or 120 BPM. Basically hard house tracks but with a rawtrap flip. Now you're looking at the barrel of my magnum. And I thank you so much for that and for your support. By the way, don't forget to subscribe to my Patreon, which I have opened a few days ago. But yeah, making a rawtrap remix of this is gonna require a faster BPM. So what I'm gonna just do is just take this and get it out of here. I'm just gonna change the BPM to 160 because why the fuck not make a rawtrap song at 160 BPM. Then we're gonna check it again. Yeah, but this is already too far. Okay, so I'm just gonna get into the more fun part. Okay, I'm back and I've decided I'm just gonna keep this as a standard. I'm gonna leave it right there. And I'm gonna start adding the raw kicks because if you didn't know, to make a rawtrap song, you're gonna have to have raw kicks from raw style tracks. What you're gonna have to do now is just play some kicks right like this line. Kind of like if you're building a track for yourself, you know what I'm saying? Alright, let me just correct this. Alright, good. Oh, and by the way, you just get the kick that suits your personal preference. I just like this kick. By the way, this is the kick I'm using on my track, The Scream of 1,000 Souls on the drops. So yeah, go check it out on my Anger EP. That soon will be released on Such Records. But you can, you know, put some more stylized like this kicks, something like that. Maybe something more aggressive like this. I don't know, like this. Maybe even try something like experimental with this, bassy. You were trying to hear me, mother. Alright, now that you've got your kicks, you're gonna check the track you're making. Okay, and this makes perfect sense because I'm playing Moonlight Sonata on the background, but I cannot hear because of my raw kicks are so thick. And now you're just gonna start taking your, you know, instrumental trap drums like your kicks, your snares, your hi-hats, and I'm just gonna place them in a pattern like this for now, but then I'm gonna modify it so it gets a cool rhythm, you know what I'm saying? It gets that raw trappy, raw trappish thing. Okay, now I'm just gonna take a snare and maybe a clap, I don't know. Okay, this sounds actually quite interesting. I'm gonna leave this to my project. How about a snare? Yeah, I'm gonna place this one too. And then I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna start placing my snares. Kinda like that. But of course, you can't hear a thing because this raw kick is just way too raw. So, of course, now I'm gonna have to equalize the frequencies and make the volumes adequate so I can hear both the music and the kicks. So I'm gonna do, of course, I'm gonna open the song I'm using, I'm gonna place it to a track, then I'm gonna put it to the maximum volume as possible. Because that makes perfect sense, right? I can almost hear it. Let me just try something else. I'm just gonna take this one slot. I'm gonna add an echo because yeah, I'm gonna use free standard FL Studio VST. So of course, what I'm gonna have to do is just take this volume out and put it to the maximum. Okay, this might have been a bit too loud, so I'm just gonna pump it down a little bit, kind of, yeah, just to make it like align with the smoothness, like if there was a straight line, it would be kind of like this. Okay, this is very satisfactory. Alright, let's check it out. Okay, sounds good, but I just need a little bit of that, you know, raw trap style, a little bit of that raw trap theme, that raw trap feel, you know what I'm saying? Something that makes a raw trap track a raw trap. So I'm just gonna add distortion to my music because of course that's what I'm gonna have to do. And I'm gonna put these knobs to the absolute maximum and just... Okay, this sounds now like a shitpost meme with ear rape stuff, but we don't really want that. So I'm just gonna place this knob here just a little bit down along with you too. Alright, this might not have been enough. So you see this trash knob here? I'm just gonna pump it down just a little bit because I don't really want to get off the sheesh. Okay, this sounds good enough for me. It's perfect. You know, guys, me as a producer, I have edifier speakers to make my music, to make it the best quality possible for you guys. So yeah, of course I'm gonna get this maximum distorted sound. Okay, now we're gonna have to play around with the kicks, right? Because this needs to sound more rawtrap-ish. So what I'm gonna have to do to create this effect, of course, you're gonna have to click on this, select track. You're gonna add this to another track, as you can see here, and you're gonna have to go to slot and add your kickstart. If you, of course, have money to buy kickstart, the plugin by Nicky Romero, by the way, he's a nice guy because I have enough money to buy the plugin for Nicky Romero, totally. Please don't sue me, Nicky Romero. And basically what this plugin is, does the entire job for you automatically. It reduces the volume and goes back in a wave that you can select different shapes. This, like this, the high chain maybe, nice and tight. I'm just gonna try nice and tight for now. So let's take a listen to this. Okay, this is pretty good already. Sounds already pretty much like a very good rawtrap track. This is some like great Gravedigger festival level, you know, with DC Las Vegas. This is totally it. So yeah, what you're gonna have to do now to make sure that your track sounds very nice is to, I don't know, just listen to it and play around. This is an absolute masterpiece. Why are these people not hiring me to make these tracks? Why I am not Carnage's little bitch? Alright, just kidding guys, this is just jokes, no reals here. But now I'm just gonna, I don't know, place this, right. And now, I have got your track ready. You're just gonna export. And for exporting your project, you're gonna have to click on File, Export. And of course, I want the best possible quality for my track. So I'm gonna export this as a MIDI file. And I'm gonna save this to my desktop as the best rawtrap masterpiece ever created by mankind. No cap. And we're gonna render this. Now let's test this out. Peace. Yeah, it doesn't fry. Okay, so pretty much exporting as a MIDI didn't really give me the best results. So I'm gonna, and like I told you guys, because we do want to have the best quality output possible when we're exporting this track, I'm gonna export it as an MP. And we're gonna, yeah, it's ready. And now we're just gonna check out the symphony we made and see how good it sounds. Guys, I can totally say that this is the best track I have ever created in my entire musical career. And you guessed it, I'm gonna upload this to SoundCloud. By the way, remember to check out the Anger EP, the mini mix. Thank you so much for your support. Just gonna go to upload, desktop. We're gonna open this. As a tag, I'm gonna add, this is the best track ever. Check. Nice. And of course we're gonna have to have a cover image, but of course I had everything prepared before I even started recording this video, because you guys really think that me as a musical producer I wanna have everything ready? I wanna have anything prepared at all? I will place like a meme here, the Gabe Newell meme. What's the source? So yeah, this is the project, and this is what I'm gonna save. Yep. And there it is, and you can now check this masterpiece I've made.